Hunt is back in Pride looking to KO the Croatian sensation. Mirco Krokop is now being referred to as the king without a crown, and fans hope tonight he engages in the mother of all throwdowns.
Mark, you've waited over 3 years for this rematch. What does this fight mean to you?
I waited 3 years for this rematch. This fight means everything to me. It means like a stepping stone to next year's heavyweight title, and yeah, looking forward to it.
What do you have to worry about in this fight under full MMA rules against Mirco? A lot of people think, you guys are two of the best strikers, but are you anticipating a stand-up war, or do you think he's going to try to take it to the ground?
Well, I mean, me being a striker, I know I'll always resort back to what I know best, and that's striking. I feel he's the same. It just depends on how much push I give to him to change. So I feel he'll go back to striking.
What does it mean to you to have this rematch on this one of the, if not the biggest show in Pride history?
Well, it means everything. I mean, like I said, it's a stepping stone, and yeah, I mean.
So you've waited 3 years. You survived that trademark left high kick. He's said a few things in the paper in Croatia that you've been not active for the last year. He's been busy fighting. What do you want to do to Mirco Krokop tonight?
Beat him up. No. Well, I mean, he's been active. That's his fault, That's I mean, that's not his fault. That's not my problem. He's been active, He's been getting paid, so he shouldn't complain.
So in a perfect world, and this is just more for the camera and let people know, you, great reputation from K1, now in Pride. You beat Silva the last time here. Mirco Krokop, one guy who, again, you have a history with. Can you put into your words what you really want to do to Mirco Krokop tonight? What kind of message do you want to send, not only him, but the rest of the heavyweight contenders in Pride?
Well, I'm out here to win, man. Yeah.
And how do you want to win?
Splash him off the top rope if I can. Nah, knockout win, of course. So any way possible is good. So yeah.
Great. Is that good, Joe? All right. Thanks a lot, Mark. Appreciate it, buddy. Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Mark said he's been waiting 3 years for this fight. Come back again. He said he wants to jump off the top rope, splash it. Thinks he's coming with another KO. What do you feel about Mark?
Well, it's just talking before the fight. We have to see in the fight what will happen. I'm ready. I believe that Mark is ready, and it will be a good fight.
Do you think Mark's inactivity over the last year is going to be a factor in this fight tonight?
Well, I don't know. He hasn't fought for a year, and but it doesn't have to mean nothing.
What do you think about Mark as a fighter overall?
Excellent fighter with a huge heart to fight, and he doesn't feel fear to anyone, and I respect him a lot as a fighter.
Now, during your last fight, you gave him with a big left kick. You, of course, knocked him down. He came back in. Your left kick is amazing. Everyone's seen it. Do you think it's going to be your left kick again is going to be a huge factor in this fight?
I don't know. There are many things that can happen. Maybe we'll go down. If there's a chance, I'll throw him down, definitely.
Now, you've been working really hard lately on your ground game. Obviously, we want to see you use it tonight if you can, but do you think that'll be the deciding factor in trying to beat Mark since he doesn't spend so much time on the ground?
Yeah, of course. If I'm going to have a chance, I will put him down, and that's my big chance. And if he go down, I don't think he will survive it.
Okay. What's one of the big things you're worrying about from Mark? Is it one of his hands, one of his legs?
Excellent boxer. That's it. With KO in his punches.
Okay. Good. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
178センチ、128.5 キロ。
Mark Hunt is 30. He's 5'10", 250 pounds, 2-1 in Pride Fighting Championships.
188センチ、102キロ。
Mirco Krokop is 31, 6'2", 215 pounds, 14-3-2 in Pride FC. And something just came to my attention here as Mirco Krokop entered the ring. Frank, he is wearing wrestling boots. He is accustomed to being barefoot. What kind of a message is this?
I think he's telling Mark, left foot, right ear.
Of course, many people speculate that Mirco Krokop, since he brought in Fabricio Verdun to train in BJJ and what he did against Fyodor Emelianenko on the ground. Maybe he might surprise everyone as they touch gloves and try to go to the ground, as he right away sends a left middle kick to Mark Hunt's abdomen.
You won't find two more people proud where they're from. You have Samoa Monster on the front of Mark Hunt's pants, and then of course the Croatian flag on Mirco Crocop.
A lot of power in that sweeping right kick by Mark Hunt, and he survives that left high kick attempt as these two are just trying to chop each other down. Another left high kick, and really Mirco Crocop not wasting any time and going to what has buttered his bread on more than one occasion in his illustrious mixed martial arts career.
There are no jabs, no light tapping punches in this
All
fight.
Power shots. Now Hunt has him in the corner, and a lot of people thought in order for Mark Hunt to be successful, he needed to employ what Fyodor Emelianenko did in their heavyweight title fight. Press the action, push Mirco Crocop.
That's the best way to beat Mirco Crocop. You can't stand back and let him take these punches at you and take these kicks at you, because eventually one's going to sneak through. You have to keep getting on him.
Devastating inside low leg kicks delivered by Mirco Crocop. The snap reverberating throughout the confines of the Saitama Super Arena, where a new record crowd of over 49,801 in attendance for Shockwave.
Mark's got a great job staying right in the pocket, keeping his hands up, keeping Crocop kind of off balance. Every single punch, you got to remember, every single kick that Crocop is throwing is as hard as he can possibly throw it. That takes a lot of energy.
Unlike their kickboxing battle, Mirco Crocop has the option of going for a shot. Nice job there. Crocop walks right into that one.
I'm telling you what, for you folks at home, if you could be right here at ringside right now, that every one of these kicks, every one of these punches are reverberating right through the entire arena.
Punishing blows. And this is exactly what we anticipated when this fight was announced. Mirco Crocop and Mark Hunt, two of the more highly regarded strikers, heavyweight strikers in the game, going at it now as they jockey for position along the ropes. You hear Mark Hunt's corner yelling out short punches here, and from the clinch, that would be a wise strategy, but Crocop, underrated, I think, in the clinch, Frank. He's usually very quick, does a really good job when in the clinch.
Yeah, I got to tell you what, it's not so much he's underrated, it's the fact that so many times that people try to get to the clinch with him, they end up getting punched or kicked on the way down.
And now the two square off again, circling, and now Mark Hunt stalking his prey, Mirco Crocop. Crocop comes out with a left, and right away back to the clinch now in the over and unders. They're pummeling now, jockeying for that dominant position.
Both guys doing a good job keeping their hands up, staying in the pocket, not getting rattled by anything.
An opportunity here for Hunt to perhaps deliver a knee to Crocop in the corner. Now you see that Crocop lifts his left knee, perhaps anticipating that. Now a right kick by Crocop that's blocked by Hunt. And in a matchup like this, Frank, you know that everyone is just waiting for that one devastating blow. It's like everyone is sitting on pins and needles, wondering what's going to happen next.
Truly, the first one that gets through with a big heavy punch or a big heavy kick will turn the tide of this fight in their favor.
Well, Mirco Crocop definitely now engaging Mark Hunt in the battle that he wanted, the stand-up war.
So far.
Whoa, he stopped there with that right.
Oh,
Now,
good job.
Hunt begins to take the fight to Mirco Crocop. Crocop almost telegraphing that kick, coming back with a left now.
Before this, Mr. Hunt was pretty much being really inactive. He was doing as little as possible, just kind of defense, and all of a sudden, he's throwing 4 straight punches and everything's starting to catch him.
And again, we should mention that Mark Hunt does outweigh Mirco Crocop, and so again, credit to Mirco Crocop for hanging in there in this clinch with Mark Hunt, who does have the bigger body weight and maybe is a bit stronger because of that. Nice knee up the middle by Hunt.
Excellent work. How quick was that?
A lightning quick knee strike delivered by Mark Hunt, and now that right jab gets through the defense.
Well, Hunt
And there's another knee. Now Hunt beginning to assert himself here against Mirco Krokop. The crowd anticipating. Hunt beginning to dominate, now begin to chant. Mirco Krokop, a huge fan favorite here in Japan, and Hunt misses with that wild uppercut.
I love the way Hunt keeps stalking. He's not chasing him, he's not getting overextended, he's taking little small steps, staying tight. Great duck. Incredible work to duck underneath that left kick.
Incredible instincts. Mark Hunt avoiding that decapitating left high kick by Mirco Krokop. We're past the halfway point. 4.5 minutes remaining in round one. And this has been exactly what everyone anticipated. A stand-up battle between Mark Hunt and Mirco Krokop.
When I got the brief moment to interview Mirco Krokop, I asked him, what's the one thing you're worried about against Mark Hunt? He said he's an incredible boxer. So he's worried about his hand game more than anything else. So right now, Mark is starting to exert that and getting it through his defense a little bit.
Hunt known for his chin of granite. It's going to take an army to knock this guy out. One of the hardest heads in the sport. Mirco Krokop already has been victimized by the knockout punch. As in 2004, the heavyweight tournament, he was KO'd by Kevin the Monster Randleman. But Hunt's stance right now, keeping his hands down, and not exactly a safe strategy against Mirco Krokop.
Now, obviously he's not worrying about the boxing. He may think that his hands are fast enough to get up as soon as Mirco tries any kind of head kick. But, it's definitely not something you want to do with Mr. Krokop, because he'll get you right away.
Krokop again attempts that left head kick. Again, to no avail. Does that have any psychological impact whatsoever, knowing that in their first meeting, even though Krokop emerged victorious, Hunt absorbed that devastating blow and got back up on his feet?
Got back up and went to a split decision.
Went to the decision,
Yeah,
that's right.
I mean, that's tough. You get a big kick like that to your head, it's really hard to continue. Great body shot. Hunt's done a change up from top to bottom.
And Hunt has pressed the action here.
Mirco's been backing up this entire fight.
Mirco has executed those trademark kicks, but it's been Mark Hunt slowly, systematically. Now he gets tackled with that left jab by Krokop, who now is on that bicycle that Hunt talked about. Hunt said, hey, why doesn't he stay in the pocket? Let's give the fans what they want.
There's giving the fans what they want and then making sure that you can get the win.
Oh, of course, but this is what Hunt talked about when facing Mirco Krokop. He said he doesn't want to perpetually hunt him down. He's hoping that he would stick in there, and right now they're going at it tooth and nail.
Straight left by Mirco Krokop. Right to Hunt's head, comes forward like nothing happened to him.
You almost wonder if now Krokop shouldn't fake a left hook or something and go for the takedown attempt on Mark Hunt and take him to that level, because right now I think you're right, Frank. Mark Hunt is getting the better of the stand-up exchanges.
He really is. And I got to tell you what, I really think that Mirco's been working on his ground game for the last year. I think if he gets us to the ground, he can turn the tide very quickly. Not saying necessarily get a submission, but he can put it in a position where Mark Hunt's not used to being in.
Well, Mark Hunt in his Pride debut showed natural MMA instincts against Hidehiko Yoshida before being submitted. So, again, a guy who was taken to MMA like a duck takes to water, and Mark Hunt right now engaged in a very grueling fight with Mirco Krokop as we head into 1 minute and 40 seconds left in round number one. Oh, and he gets struck there by Krokop left.
You can tell that Mark Hunt's getting a little frustrated now, chasing Krokop around. He wants to start. Whoa!
Oh, and he caught Krokop with that left. And I was just going to say, Frank, that being the bigger of the two fighters, maybe Hunt might surprise Krokop and try to take him down, only to send that psychological message.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely correct. And that would be one of the great things if we did get Krokop down to the ground, even just for a little ground and pound, get back up to the feet, but it lets him know that, hey, I can take you down anytime I want.
We're into the final minute of this, the first round of this striker smorgasbord between Mark Hunt and Mirco Krokop. And it looks like Krokop breathing a little laboriously right now. The mouth is open.
Well, as I said earlier, everything Krokop throws is with bad intent.
Body shot there by Hunt.
Amazing, and it's so hard. Every single thing that Krokop does, he does it with full exertion. It's a full head kick, a full body kick. He's throwing as hard as he can. That takes a lot of energy out of you.
Well, these two warriors have not disappointed thus far, giving the fans exactly what they came to see here at Shockwave, as Hunt and Krokop have kept it on the feet. And there's a right hand that misses. Krokop now beginning to pick up the pace with 15 seconds left in the round. Oh, and just misses with that right cross.
Mark doing a great job cutting angles, pushing Krokop off anytime he gets inside. Oh, great left straight or right straight hand by Krokop.
Oh, a great appetizer to what I predict is going to be one heck of a full-course meal here, man. Mark Hunt, Mirco Krokop, definitely, well, not very unpredictable, let's say, Frank.
Yeah, I got to tell you what, both these guys seem to be unstoppable. I mean, Hunt gets hit in the head, gets hit in the body, keeps coming forward. He didn't throw very many punches in the beginning, but he kept moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. Krokop, at the end, stopped throwing as many leg kicks because he was using so much energy to do it that Hunt started getting his hands off. Both these guys started picking each other apart. As we got further in the fight, the second round is going to be even better.
Nice kick there by Krokop. Now again, how much is it the striking prowess of Mark Hunt in comparison to the weight advantage that he has over Mirco Krokop?
You know what? Mark Hunt has the better boxing skills on his feet. He has the better hands. But the problem with Krokop is that his left kick is so devastating. Even though you're picking him apart with 1, 2, 3, 4 combinations, he gets one leg kick into your head.
Nice right jab through the defense. And you know, taking a look at the replays here, Frank, it's almost like Mark Hunt doesn't even flinch at those left kick attempts.
I got to tell you more. I think I just not quite figured something out because I don't ever want to think that I'm inside Mirco Krokop's head. But the reason why he's wearing the wrestling shoes is that he knew for sure he was going to have to kick Mark in the head, have to kick Mark in the body several times. And the more you kick with the top of your foot, the more it hurts. If you keep those wrestling shoes on, in case you can't hit him with your shin, you only catch him with the top of your foot, and it's going to protect your foot.
And obviously also not worried about Mark Hunt's submission skills in putting on the wrestling boots. And something tells me that Hunt is not going to be taking this to the ground for long. As you can see him again go to the body, go upstairs, each of them having an opportunity to assert themselves here, Frank.
I just gotta let you know something. If Hunt submits Mirco Krokop here tonight, I guarantee you I will get up and run around here naked.
Wow. We'll leave that one alone there, Twinkle Toes. Okay, round 2 is underway. Again, each of them pawing at each other. Hunt's corner calling for the left hook straight combination. Mirco Krokop circling away from Mark Hunt's power fist, the right, and there's a 1-2 delivered by Hunt. And again, just like you said, Frank, bad intentions.
Everything both these guys are throwing are trying to finish this fight.
Krokop sidesteps that right hand. Good check there by Hunt on the kick. Brings up the knee to block it. Nice outside low leg kick delivered by Krokop. Axe kick! Pulling out the axe kick is Mirco Krokop.
That was so quick.
Unbelievable.
My gosh, the speed on it for such a large guy. Krokop has incredible flexibility, just as Mr. Hunt does. It's amazing to see how both these guys can.
Wasn't it the late great Andy Hoog who used the axe kick to his advantage many times? And of course, Mirco Krokop, a peer of Andy Hoog back in the day, but Mirco Krokop now with Mark Hunt, trying to pull up all of his tricks, using the feet while Hunt is content to just try to wear Krokop down with his strikes and combinations, as again they're at close quarters.
Yeah, this is great. Good job of Mirco keeping his head in there, keeping pressure. Oh, see, every time they get close like this, Mr. Krokop goes on side steps, but Mr. Hunt just seems to step a little bit faster and get himself out of it.
Touch gloves after an inadvertent low blow there by Mark Hunt. Oh, a nice right there by Hunt, as again clinching is Krokop with the looking for the body lock here, but again the massive girth of Mark Hunt, that is easier said than done, and this guy is nothing but a Maori warrior from New Zealand, born to fight, loves to fight, came to Pride Fighting Championships looking for a fight with Mirco Krokop.
We're being scolded by Mark Hunt's corner. They're yelling at you, thank God, not me. Samoan, not Maori.
Samoan, sorry.
Because you know they're all.
Yeah, yeah, I saw at the beginning. Thanks. I don't want to draw the ire of that particular race for sure. These guys are big, just like Mark Hunt is, and Mirco Krokop now still pawing at Hunt. Back into the clinch.
Both guys doing a great job keeping the action on, moving inside and outside. Most people aren't used to seeing this kind of boxing, but this inside dirty boxing style, for lack of a better term, they need to start bringing their arms and not hugging so much, not trying to go to body locks, because I don't think either one of these guys want to bring it to the ground. Start keeping their elbows in and start throwing short punches, short uppercuts, short rights.
Hunt threw a knee strike there, and he would be wise to continue with that strategy in the clinch. He's bigger, and here's Krokop now just driving straight ahead. There's a low kick by Krokop, but immediately Hunt responds. Nice high clinch and a knee right up the middle to the jaw.
Always coming forward. Krokop always moving back. Both guys, there's some great boxers that backpedal the entire time and are able to strike. And Krokop's one of these guys in kickboxing that as he backs up, he can definitely knock you out with it. But he's starting to slow down just a little bit, and Mark Hunt seems to be catching up to him.
Overhand right there delivered by Mark Hunt. Krokop, as you mentioned, backing up. There's a inside low leg kick by Krokop. How much damage is he doing with those kicks on Mark Hunt? As Mark Hunt came back with a nice body shot.
Great body shot, incredible. Those low kicks, to answer your question, it depends. If he doesn't check them, they're going to do a lot of damage. But so far, Mark Hunt's been getting his leg up and getting it and being able to check most of them, so it's not doing that big of damage. Even though shin-to-shin contact when you check still hurts just as bad as almost anything else.
Mark Hunt, a soft-spoken individual, very self-effacing, and yet I almost think he doesn't mind the pain. This guy just loves to be in a brawl. He loves to be in a war.
Yeah, both these guys actually are pretty quiet. Kind of like myself. They don't say much. Won't talk
much. Spinning back kick by Mark Hunt. Oh, my.
Did you see that agility? Oh, my gracious.
That's a 250-pounder that just pulled off that spinning back kick with beautiful fluidity, and my goodness, they're pulling out a few tricks here in this second round as we are about to wrap things up in round number 2 into the final 11 seconds now. So a lot of people were predicting that Mirco Krokop would try to surprise Hunt by taking this to the ground. He has yet really even attempted what you would call a shot thus far, but Mark Hunt continues to stick to his game plan, and little by little, I think, is taking this fight from Mirco Krokop.
And just real quick, I want to explain to everybody, there's a difference between chasing a guy down and stalking him down. Mr. Mark Hunt is stalking him down. He's stalking him down step by step, slowly coming forward, keeping good position, as opposed to chasing, just running after a guy madly, which will get you in a lot of trouble. Oh, as you see this replay of the axe kick, just incredible how high Krokop gets this up. It's just right there on the side of the ear, puts it right in the neck. Just amazing, the flexibility and the power to get that up and down so quick. Here it is one more time, right on the neck, right on the side of the ear. I got to be honest with you, most guys, even at the heavyweight division, if that kick connected like this, it would have knocked him completely unconscious.
Devastating body shot there delivered by Mark Hunt. Krokop absorbing it. Look at it here. That just rattles the rib cage.
Oh, his entire lower body just shaking across as that low blow comes through, as that body blow comes through.
So far, both fighters standing tall. This is a revenge match for Mark Hunt, and he is there. That spinning back kick. Wow. Shocking Mirco Krokop and everyone here in attendance, I'm sure. It is a revenge match, and Mark Hunt says he's never lost a revenge match before, and when we asked him about this rematch, he said, and I quote, "I will beat him so badly that he will never want to fight Mr. Hunt, the Samoan monster, again. I'm going to make minced meat out of Mirco."
I gotta agree. There's no love lost between these two guys, and I'm sure that right now, it's coming to fruition. I think it's going to happen here very, very shortly with the way that Mark Hunt is stalking him down. That he's going to catch him with a huge combination that's going to finish this fight off.
It's funny you say there's no love lost, and I know that they're not buddy, but I think there is definitely a lot of mutual respect amongst these two warriors, and we are seeing that in this fight as the final round is underway.
Yeah, but that's true though with most fighters that fight the Pride Fighting Championships, that mutual respect.
Well,
a lot of trash talking beforehand, which I don't do. I don't want to trash talk your opponents. I'm always trying to be very quiet about it.
Krokop now fending off the attack there with a combination of his own off the ropes. There's a left high kick that finds its mark, and now Krokop coming in for the kill. Hunt battling. And a great exchange there. Another left high kick, and he is just firing them off at will.
I gotta tell you, every time it seems like that Mark gets hit with a clean shot by Krokop, he gets pissed off.
What a great combination there. Left hook and the uppercut delivered by Hunt. And you're right. It's like, you know, those left high kicks are like needling the caged animal, so to speak. And
it's almost
getting angrier and angrier.
Yeah, it's
nice middle
It's incredible how he just keeps, every time he gets hit, he just comes in and grinds down and throws a bunch more punches right back at it.
A liver kick there delivered by Mirco Krokop on Mark Hunt. And now Hunt has him in the corner, tags him with that uppercut. But again, for all the power, all the damage that we've seen, both fighters still appear to be not that badly beaten down yet.
Yeah, no one's really slowing down. They're really actually picking up the pace in this third round as opposed to slowing it down. And neither one really seems to be rocked or hurt or banged up at all from the first 2 rounds.
And there you see Mirco Krokop, who definitely appears to be recharged after the second round, bouncing up and down on his feet, but yet still circling away from Mark Hunt. While Mark Hunt just very concentrated in his focus, staying in his pocket, in his line of fire, so to speak.
I just love how Mirco Krokop gets himself into a corner. As soon as Mark starts throwing, steps right out of the way, gets out of the corner, gets his butt off the ring ropes, and he's right back out of position again. It's incredible how it's at these sides, these two guys have incredible foot speed. Every time you see these guys move, it's just a pleasure to watch.
All right, having said that, now as we are past the 2-minute mark of this final round, they got to light the wick and deliver the dynamite, and there was a right high kick there by Hunt, but definitely the time for the respect in the ring is over, because we are now halfway through the final round of this battle between Mark Hunt and Mirco Krokop.
See, Mark Hunt is jumping in every time he's throwing because Krokop is moving, that he steps in, and when he's about to connect, he steps in so hard and throws so heavy that he almost jams his punching up. He cuts the distance down so close that he really can't hit him.
Another knee delivered there by Hunt. Referee calling for action. He's aware as well now. Moving in on the 3-minute mark of the final round. Another axe kick delivered by Krokop.
Mark just started giggling right after that axe kick.
Nice right through the defense and an uppercut, and it almost appears when Mirco Krokop walks away and puts his hands down, that's to me a sign of, okay, that hurt. Yeah, you got me.
It's either that or he's trying to taunt Mark to step in and so he can punch back, but I like your theory better.
Well, he's showing, because he's saying, no, that didn't hurt, you know what I mean? And with a fighter, and there's that left high kick, and I'm really wondering if Mirco Krokop is beginning to be frustrated at the fact that, what the heck am I going to have to do to knock this guy down? I'm delivering these left high kicks that have felled many opponents over the years, and Mark Hunt is standing tall in the center of the ring.
What both these guys need to do to try to turn this tide a little bit is to start doing a lot more combination punching, and not so much big heavy punching, but snap short punches. Mark talking to him, taunting him, tell him to come in, come on, stay and fight, keep calm.
Well, that's what he said to us in the interview. As long as he doesn't get on his bicycle, I'll be a happy man. Why does he run away? Why does he walk? And maybe that's what he's telling him right now. Do you want to fight or do you want to walk away?
You can see the frustration on Mark's face.
You can see it. There he is standing. Now he's taunting Krokop. And we're into the final minute of this fight. Mark Hunt and Mirco Krokop. And you know that Hunt wants to just deliver the exclamation point.
Oh my gosh.
There's a flying attack there by Hunt. But now he's on his back.
Mark, anger got in his way.
And emotion got the better of Mark Hunt.
Now he put himself in a dangerous position. He's got about 45 seconds left to get out of this round, but he's on the ground.
He told us that he wanted to beat him by jumping off the top rope and delivering the patented atomic butt drop that we saw him deliver to Vanderlei Silva a year ago at the last Shockwave event. But you're right, emotion clouding his vision this time, and now he is in a predicament here, but time is running out. 15 seconds. Krokop inside control.
Great job right here. You know, Krokop should be sitting up right now, trying to get some blows in here, trying to bang it out a little bit, and maybe looking for a quick submission, because you know Hunt's not going to be looking to stop it.
We thought we may have another candidate for a hardcore knockout, but this one is going to the scorecards. Mirco Krokop and Mark Hunt. It was a battle, but it did not deliver the knockout blow.
You see Mark Hunt sitting here in the corner. You know, the frustration on his face at the end of that third round was just absolutely apparent. He really just got mad and started chasing Krokop down. Now, depending on how the judges see this fight, I see it as in my opinion at least, Mark Hunt wins this fight. He was more aggressive, stepping forward. Took a lot of, he did take a lot of these shots, as you see here in the replay, head kicks, but none of them really affected him. He kept coming, took an axe kick or two, Great head kick right here by Krokop, just a patented position.
Those look like replays of the blows he delivered Alexander Emelianenko, Igor Vovchanchin, which resulted in knockouts. Mark Hunt just bounces back and says, yeah, okay, that was not bad. But, I mean, now you talk about the judges' criteria. This is what they look for, Frank, and we'll run it down as you continue to see Mark Hunt stalk Mirco Krokop. And there's the finishing sequence here, which resulted with Mark Hunt on his back, Krokop in side control. There's those axe kicks. Sorry, what effort to finish the fight by KO or submission? We're going to run out of time here. So who do you think wins this fight, Frank?
I got to right now give the slight edge to Mark Hunt.
Okay, let's find out if the judges agree.
Mirco. Mark.
It's a split decision. And you wait for this result. Mark Hunt has defeated Mirco Krokop.
Wow. Stuck to his game plan, kept stepping forward, kept coming after it, blocked the big left kicks, blocked the big left hands, went in and went after it.
Mark Hunt remains perfect in his revenge matches. Having been sidelined for the past year, I mean, Shockwave is beginning to be the Mark Hunt show. Last week, he shocked everyone, beating Vanderlei Silva. And this year, avenges the kickboxing loss to Mirco Krokop in 2002. Mark Hunt wins it by split decision.
Absolutely amazing. I tell you, as we see Krokop just walk down in front of us, he is absolutely dejected that he lost that fight. He firmly believes that they won that fight as he's walking out, and you can see it on his face. Just
did he do enough to win the fight?
No, I really don't think he did do enough. He backpedaled the whole time, but he wasn't snapping anything out there. It really wasn't.
Let's listen in now to the winner, Mark Hunt.
Thank you for your support. Arigato.
Again, a man who prefers to do his talking in the ring with his fist, Mirco Krokop. You know, we've talked about it in the past. Mirco Krokop has done so much for Pride Fighting Championships, one of the biggest stars in Pride. But again, do you think that with all of the hard-fought battles he's been in, that maybe, just maybe, Mirco needs to maybe just take a break? Here we are in the new year and reassess things, because I mean, this guy that's like his 5th fight in a year, while Mark Hunt has been inactive for the last 12 months, and the ring rust was not evident.
Well, I just like to say, I don't think Mirco Krokop's strategy for this fight was very good. Mark Hunt's not very good on the ground. We all know this. He's been working, Krokop's been working on his ground game for the last year. Take Mark Hunt down to the ground, ground and pound him out, look for a submission. That's how you wear Hunt down. Put him in a place where he's going to have to panic, which is going to be on the ground.
Mark Hunt beats Mirco Krokop at Pride Fighting Championship Shockwave.
Your thoughts on the fight?
It was a good fight. It was, yeah. It was it's been a while, but a long time, but a lot rusty actually. But I thought Mirco could have stood a bit, could have come and fought a bit more instead of running around. But yeah.
You seemed to get pretty upset at one point, just stopping and taunting him. I mean, you seemed very frustrated towards the end.
Well, it's hard to fight someone when he's not fighting. It's hard. I guess that's his strategy, is to make me chase him and make a mistake. Last time I wasn't fit enough. I was lucky I was fit enough this time, so yeah.
You kept him backing up the whole time. You think you scared him a little bit after he got hit a few times?
Maybe, yeah, I think so.
You ate a couple of kicks. That didn't seem to faze you at all.
No. Oh, he got me a few times, but yeah, I'm all right.
You just seemed to get angry. As he kicked you, you seemed to get angry.
Yeah, well, I mean, he kicks me, I gotta... Yeah, I mean, I was just a bit frustrated, chasing him around and around and around. Yeah.
You want to try it again for a third time, maybe knock him out?
Yes, be good.